Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
It doesn't feel fantastic for them. And I mentioned when they picked it up, you know, Lava had some good AoE damage.
This game is going so far, and it's honestly hard to say. Both teams are looking for those later moments, as well as, well, I think A might go down here. Just a 5 on the rune, not much he can do. I think this does mean that the Ember Spirit gets the Invis bottom, but at the same...
Is this in the jungle? There is just a boar and an ogre trying to do things to Lumiere, but yeah, the fight is down bot. They're going to jump onto Kataro. He's not dead yet. He actually managed to jump away, but they need one more hit. Anything from anyone. There it is. Affliction's able to save the day with the Stroke of Fate. They could not. That's a little bit too far to chase. They'll turn their attention back towards the middle lane, but that means Alone is able to get in there. They hit him up with a stun, though, but they really do want Affliction first. They're going to be able to lock him down, but that buys time for Oscar and Sladen to both arrive, so this should turn into a trade, and a trade that's going to... Tower is still standing now, though. This move, it's got to free up space. They've got to get Frank out of their jungle. They can't hit him with the Searing Chains just yet, though, which means, yeah, he can just do that. Drops down the Roar, Affliction. They're not actually going to focus him down. That maybe should have just been a play to...
Or how long you can stick around in an area. It is all something that comes at a cost here, and that's where, again, they're looking for the smoke on Frank, and no scan this time. I think they might just get him again.
The stun down, the silence is there. The Inkswell will connect. There's just no one to help. They really have just sort of left Frank to patrol this jungle by himself, which means Infamous bring him down again. Over on the other side of the map, though, they are trying to get onto Lumiere. That Supernova is not going to hit in terms of the stun, but just a little bit more damage, but they're not going to be able to get it. And now with Oscar TPing in, gotta be careful. Leo Style is simply going to blink himself out of there. I think had you, yeah, that silence, I don't think that's going to turn into too much, but the point is, Lava tried to go in onto the PL. They don't get the kill. Affliction ties to the DOT. That is still a Phoenix with maxed out spirits, but, well, the important thing was saving the Phantom Lancer. They get that mission accomplished, and Oscar, he's still looking for it. Cat, you used the Supernova, so now they need help, but that is certainly help. Leo Style in, Frank drops the Roar, and they pick Oscar off. The only problem is...
Ogre's going to see a few, but this is still a very scary position here, especially if you're Oscar.
As well, stun comes through. That forces Frank to pop the ult. Now they try to blink in. Sladen, though, faster on the draw with the toss. The Sonic Wave eventually comes through, but Leo Style, he is so low and alone. Just wants to get in onto him. Will be able to do so, but now they have to back off. Supernova DOT. Too much as Kataro gets into the fight as well. Picks up 2. Infamous are going to be pushed back.
A little bit faster, and that's where maybe in the harder carry coming in from the PL, you might see them dodge out a few more fights. Well, A, he's just getting burned alive.
Taken down alone.
No egg, though.
Revenge. Here comes Sladen in to help. Should be able to find that kill, but now Frank, yeah, he's got backup. Kataro comes in, just crits down Sladen and alone. Well, he's got backup coming. Lumiere's here. Oscar's already in. Gonna be able to isolate the Ogre Magi off to the east. That should be an easy kill for Lumiere to eventually track down, or maybe not. He just got stunned up, and Kim making a claim an objective, and Infamous. The only thing they care about is the tier 1. They don't even really suspect that this is happening. They will claim that objective, but can they now get over to the pit in time? They're making their way over. Sladen blinks, but he blinks into the Roar. Kataro's going to look for the quick and easy kill. They are able to find it. Now the Sonic Wave deployed onto 3. That's going to push Infamous back. Affliction not getting himself out of there. Alone now needs to jump to the Remnant. Will be able to do so, but Infamous... Oh, hold on. Kataro tried to jump in alone. Oh my goodness, he is very nearly taken down. He's a crit away maybe from dying, so...
Playstyle before coming into this, but they're just never letting up here, and came not the biggest kill, but they found Lumiere.
Yeah, this is huge if they can actually keep the PL locked down. You see the reinforcements rushing over, but there's the Roar, locking him down. Sladen's Avalanche won't be enough. Lumiere is dead. They'll trade out for Kim, but that's not much of a trade. And Kataro, he is so big, so early, 7-2.
If he's able to stay on them for a long period of time, and they continuously look for this hunt, and even though there's a ward here, this is a very scary position to be in. I don't know if they want to fight into this Aegis. I think Infamous should run.
Lumiere is pushing forward, though. They want to try for it. The heal's coming out from the Phoenix. Not enough to save Kim, but Lumiere's too low. Oh. Nope, not able to get away. He does go down. Lumiere will fall. Oscar, what? He's gone. That's the tankiest hero on the map, and he's just deleted. Affliction, same scenario. and now they're just going to get run down in the tree line. Leo Style finds the kills, but they can't do this. Kataro's going to drop a little bit low on HP, but not low enough. And now Sladen, he did try for the toss back. That's enough to take down Frank. He'll give his life for this plate, though. Now they have to deal with the Supernova. They would love to keep going in for these kills, but they just can't afford to fight into the stun. But now, I don't know if they really want to do this. They're pushing forward like they want this fight, but you still got to show respect to Kataro because he can do this. Jumps back in. Oscar's gone again. Him does get taken down in exchange. They'll burn through the Aegis, but is that enough to really change the outcome right now?
And now Lumiere, if he gets roared, it's just a dead PL. They're choosing the wrong target.
There's the roar. Sladen, what a play. He tries. The Sonic Wave is going to come through. Is that enough? For now, it's looking like the answer is maybe, but it's a maybe because Oscar has to sacrifice himself. He goes down. Affliction tries to come in. He's going to throw the Soul Bind out there, but now that Supernova coming into play. Infamous cannot afford to stick around. They've got to try and fall back, and alone, you cannot die again. Just bought back. You saw how quickly he could get taken down there. Taro just biding his time, holding the BKB. Infamous are very much sort of playing with fire here. 1 or 2 more deaths on those cores, and they're just going to be...
This is the smoke. This is something they need. They know that there's no egg. They know that there's no roar. At least for another 15 seconds here, they could find their way onto the Beastmaster especially. That'd be a fantastic way to start the fight.
Okay. Got scanned, but they're still pushing. They're going to get eyes on Frank, trying to lock him down first, but instead it's Sladen who falls. That heal from Katyu is so effective. Frank eventually dies, but it buys so much time, and now alone you can't die, but he won't be able to help himself. He is taken down. This is turning into a very bad scenario because Lumiere, you are very tanky with this heart, but if you are alone in this fight, there's really just not much he's going to be able to do. He's trying his best to use that Phantom Rush to just get in and out, but it's just not going to be enough. Lumiere falls. Oscar now gets crit, and that's just a straight GG call.
Honestly, really clean game from Lava, but also so distinctly Lava. Just running at their opponents. They always do this where they don't use their smoke. And Luna has to run at the target that she's right-clicking. It's not a free-ranged hero. It's always a little bit more difficult for her specifically, especially if she is getting knocked around by that Sonic. With Frank, he's got the shards.
Frank's able to get the pushback on the spear. Meanwhile, Alone went in a very awkward direction. He may be forced to skill the blink just to live. Or, well, he's just going to die. Okay. Good news, at least, is that Infamous got first blood by killing Frank earlier, but that is a bit of a detriment in your middle lane, and at this point the fight is still going. Look at those stacks of poison starting to get up here. Affliction may just die straight up. That is a very nice play from Sladen to try and keep his teammate alive.
I think the gold is honestly well spent because Kataro is just having a free lane right now, having a very easy time. Yes. Try though.
Sladen comes back with full health and mana. Oof. Then Kataro's in even more trouble. But now Sladen, this is the play you couldn't afford, right? We were just saying he's got to heal up.
Power, but they could immediately swing this game. But damn, this shards, it's rough. But unfortunately, I think Katyu is maybe actually going to go down here. Okay, that's that level 2 Siphon for you. Does way more damage than the level 1, but at the same point, you're going to be wanting your... Yeah, and that's where, unfortunately, Faceless Void just can't contest for his own range CS. That's why I think A has 5 blast hits, is because every single one of those standard blasts is going to getting the XP, but yeah, clean mid.
They had to wait out the disruption as Kim did TP in, but Alone... the timing is perfect. He gets the Sonic Wave.
This is a little bit rough. Not really much you can do here for the Luna unless you bring the Mars here, but he's just barely 1 creep away from level 6. Then maybe you see that arena play, but that's where they surely push the advantage here, and really nicely well played. And look at the Ogre. Do they try further? They should have it.
They really are going, and yeah, the Exo is just going to make it happen. So Oscar's striking while the iron is hot. He hits his 6, but
no, definitely, and well, we'll see if he goes down mid. But there's not enough mana on the lone. He actually needs to pop his regen rune early here, and I don't think he can do that with that.
Sladen. He's got to hit those. They might still get the kill. Okay, they will be able to do so, but they're going to lose the Tusk. That should have been much more clean on the kill, but they're still looking for it. Frank dropping low. DOT will take him down, and it looks like it's not going to matter enough for Infamous to really miss out on anything here. They've already found 2 kills. They're looking for the 3rd as Katyu falls. And now they got the Chrono. It's going to just barely clip onto Kim, so they've got the Shadow Demon caught. They'll take him down as well. Triple kill for Alone, and Well, Sladen does end up paying with his life, and it's another instance where the shards are a little off the mark, but not obvious. Affliction will TP in, but they're going to try to immediately get onto him. Make sure those Mortimer Kisses can't come into play. As they get the spear stunned down, the Ignite flies through, and that's just going to be A taken down. They find the kill. It does buy time for the Tusk to get back in, I suppose, but is this really going to work? They're looking for the Snowball, and neither that nor the shards will hit, and now Sladen, you're too far forward. The spear pins him to his own shards. They're not going to get what they wanted. They might still get Kim here. Yeah, find this kill alone, and yeah, they just kind of let that one go. Nobody comes over in time, so he walks away, and now Frank got in there with the spear. The trap, though, does still trigger. The slow is in. Can Frank connect? Okay. He gets the kill with the damage from the arena. That's a rare one to see, but doesn't really want to go any further. He probably could have afforded.
Okay, so they have an easier time getting into the Roche pit, or well, Sladen.
This is not the hero that they want, but they don't really have a choice. They've got to jump on Sladen. Should be an easy kill. Leo Styles going to be able to pick it up, but yeah, there you go. There's an objective for you. Get that mid tower alone says, nope, not even a little bit worth it, as he will back away, but Frank is still going. Still a little bit of time on that smoke, and he's caught a target. They get in onto the snap. They'll even leave it for Leo Style to pick up the kill. That
is way too fast. That was also just a really nicely placed ward from Infamous the entire time, and this is too late. Yeah, there you go.
Just get Roche for free. Now they might get Katyu as well. Shards perfectly placed to block off the ramp, and well, I get backing out of the pit. Oh, hold on. They actually caught Lumiere. They can get through that Aegis right now, but can they deal with Oscar? The Exo is still going. Frank is dropping low. He's going to look to TP out. Not going to make it. Oscar grabs the double.
When to kill the towers after the exorcism is spent. They just kind of need to dogpile and then get their damage in that way, but it's still a little bit of a struggle here. Sladen, though, making the plays. Might be a dead Katyu.
Looking for it. Frank thinking about going in. There's going to be the arena into the spear stun. They've locked down Sladen first, but they also catch A, but now here comes Lumiere looking for the chrono. He's actually going to get hit up instead. Now he's got to use it defensively. And what can they do here? Oscar gives it a go, but the disruption will be there defensively. Oscar, meanwhile, did get hit up by that purge. He has to try and TP out, but the damage is too much. They'll take him down. Lumiere still looking for his out. The time walk, though, already used. The spear stun locks him in, and that is terrible. Let's not mince words here.
A little bit of a weird spear on the Oscar there, just kind of poking, but the plays are halting for Infamous, and that is very disconcerting right now, especially because Lava, well, they are still fighting you. They are still looking around the river for picks, and you are not out farming them right now.
Yeah, you're not going to win the farming game at the moment, and you know, when we talked about them playing around those big cooldowns, that was assuming a way to take a fight, so maybe the way they look for those fights can change, but the overall game plan has to remain pretty stable as Lava are going to try and make the move in. That's a big silence from Alone, though. That's going to... Oh, well... Who cares? Silence is not big enough. If you lose Lumiere there, then it's just done. They're not going to hit onto any more than really just Kataro, seeing how far back his teammates are.
Again, okay, Frank has a Wind Waker of all things, but they're jumping the backline. They're trying to ignore Kataro, but will this work?
Mortimer Kisses are going to come through, but you really do need the Chronosphere to make this work. Sladen's dead. Oscar's gone too, and this is already looking rough. Sladen's going to buy back, but Oscar doesn't have the money for it. Now Frank sees his opening, goes forward, gets silenced up before he can jump, but Leo Style, he just blinks in and goes for the kill. They are just running through their opponents right now. Alone is actually just going to jump out of the base, but while he does so, Kataro says, man, forget that. I'm going for tier 4s. I'm going to go for the win. Frank is going to keep the opponent occupied as he does go down, but the Ancient has been exposed. Infamous, they're out of time. They have to go now. Ancient down to half HP. They'll throw the Chronosphere out, but Kataro wasn't caught in it. He'll turn around with the Eclipse. Does walk into it afterwards. That's awkward, but who cares? Back to the Ancient. Someone has to come and stop him, and it's not going to be A because he's dead. And they just won't. Wow. GG called that. That is such an anticlimactic end to it, ET. They just never get in front of the Luna.
No, there's just not enough time. They didn't play a tight enough game up until this point, and